We are here at Philae Temple, and yeah, we have a very interesting message today. It's strongly represented by Isis energy as well. So Isis represents the non-physical and the eternal, immortal aspect of yourself that has incarnated into a mortal being, right? Your bioplasma infinite nature that's incarnated into a carbon-based life form, and I'm seeing that kind of transfer and recycle and shape into different physical vehicles in which your timeless conscious is able to anchor into in order to be able to have a third dimensional experience. And this is about you being an eternal being, and this life is only a small chapter in the infinite content paths that are readily available for you through each incarnation. And yeah, I'm going to show you what we're looking at, and then we will continue. So what I was seeing was essentially this octave, right? When we talk about Isis energy, the higher self, that is readily available for you to embody. Wow, look at this. And anyway, oh, we have a kitty. But essentially what I was seeing was intercommunication with the bioplasma origin that is guiding the human and you in the physical, essentially. So there's this intercommunication for optimal navigation when it comes to your experience in this third dimension. But yeah, we are gonna... Wow. Walk around first and then we'll go ahead and continue. What I was seeing was each one of these dimensional spheres kind of expand out and expand to the degree where it extends far beyond the earth. Look at this, it looks like another Stargate. Oh, this is beautiful. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of messages, even in the astral realm last night. So let's begin with those. I was basically seeing loads of mini bombs, which could be about just huge turning points. Especially when it comes to bombs could be wake-up calls. So this is the interface of where your non-physical nature meets the physical. And they were kind of blowing up old ways of being or old shells that had been created. And I'm hearing even if these are like belief systems that had been accumulated, that have kind of weighed down the full expression of your multidimensional, sophisticated, elegant aspects from being able to fully be expressed in this realm. So this is about coming into your highest possible expansion, which requires you to release any belief systems that you could have accumulated when it comes to just being perceived in this realm, because there's definitely an otherworldly quality that you have to anchor into this experience. And then you were moving through tunnels and you became very aware of where the fear stemmed from or where it came from. And again, this could be something ancestrally that you had inherited just for the purpose of being able to transcend. This is beautiful. Look at this. And then also, you were able to cultivate this inner stillness amongst life's major turning points as well. And this is about cultivating that self-trust, right? That you're always able to come back to what is in alignment and congruent with your highest possible expression and expansion within this lifetime. What else? We also had a couple more messages, so let me go ahead and post up here, I guess. Next up here, why not? So, heck. Right, one of the other messages that came through was Order of the Melchizedek. Okay, Order of the Melchizedek. And this one basically talks about how you've learned so much and you're recognizing all the great lessons that your experiences and challenges on earth have brought to you. And this is about you being encouraged to continue on this path, even in moments where darkness can come through, right? That fear can come through. I'm hearing again that fear is something that is subject and limited to this realm, but it is an illusion, and that illusion does exist to serve you. Okay, that contrast exists to serve you because you wouldn't know your strength until it felt like you had no other option, right? You wouldn't be able to discover or rediscover your light if there were not darkness. And it represents being able to basically act even in the presence of that fear, right? And choosing that love over the fear because you have the opportunity to do so here in this realm. And talks about the light is within you and you are receiving spiritual support to muster up the strength and courage to focus on surmounting whatever challenges you face. And again, courage means that your life shrinks and expands according to that. And I feel like you're about to see how your life is going to expand as a result of you taking courageous action towards something, despite maybe fear being present. And yeah, and the other message that came through as well was a Knight of Coins energy. So this could be about actually you being briefed, okay, for certain things. Knight of Coins could also be about receiving certain information that allows you to strategically navigate this realm. A Knight of Coins energy is also like crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's and making sure that you get there the most effective and efficient way as possible, right? You know that there's certain ways of being or operating under certain belief systems or functioning under certain belief systems can lead to you just taking a path that could prolong your journey or lead to certain dead ends as well. So that's another energy. And then you also had Parsec. Yeah, Parsec basically talks about it's in that stillness that what you need to hear gets loud, and it's sitting in the nothingness and finding comfort within that. I don't want to say silent communication, but it is almost like communication that goes beyond the physical and you being connected to something so much more. And the High Priestess, again, is kind of tuned into the crown chakra and the third eye, which represents higher bandwidths of frequency light that you're able to attune to and also intercommunicate with. So these could be different guides encoded into your field, again, non-physical or beings existing in a higher density. It's almost another energy that it gives me too. And then you have Multiverse. So this is about intercommunication that's almost happening with the highest possible expanded version of yourself, okay? With Multiverse, it basically talks about in different universes within the multiverse, you have distinct life forms or archetypal manifestations of yourself that have manifested through the natural laws of that physical environment because that Big Bang was slightly different. And that's why your carbon-based life form or alpha third dimensional vessel in which your higher self is incarnated into within this lifetime looks a specific way or has manifested a specific way in comparison to the Andromedan star system, right, where you're composed or made up of the cells from that planetary star system, or the Sirian star system, or the Arcturian star system, and how you're composed and made up of the cells from those planetary star systems, and that's why they've manifested a very specific way. So that's basically what it talks about, this intercommunication that's happening with these different cells that are essentially blended or merged to make up you, and that's all interdimensionally encoded within you. You're not separate from these entities. There's only an illusion of separation there. Okay, And that's what basically Multiverse talks about. And the Multiverse card also talks about the power of choice as well, and being able to see the power of what it is that you choose and also what it is that you do not choose within this existence. Yeah, it talks about ways that you're going to be guided that go beyond the mind. So the first card you had was Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher, which basically talks about the oracle within and you having that intercommunication with the most expansive version of yourself, right? You can think about, I'm hearing not just success of this world, but also otherworldly success and being able to receive foresight into your destiny before it unfolds, and ways that you're being guided that place you to be at the right place at the right time. I'm hearing also to take action upon something when it's existing in its highest possible energetic. I'm hearing it as like an opportunity of some kind, but it's you choosing to act upon something that exists as a wave of potential that begins to collapse it into your third dimensional experience. But I'm hearing this is almost where you'll receive clearance. I'm seeing it as clearance to act upon certain things, and then also you understand certain other decisions that could detour you in some way. And then you also have the cosmic heart, right, which talks about your heart gently guiding you towards your chosen destination. And this is about the divine feminine energy that we're talking about as well. And then you have multidimensionality, essences, and their energies. So multidimensionality talks about how you're always shifting through these different dimensions, right? Dimensions are not spatial concepts. That's what the brain is formatted to believe, but instead they are overlapped and you're existing in many different dimensions. Frequencies, I'm also seeing it as domains, but also densities they're always moving in and out of, and it's about how conscious are you of that navigation, and are you able to navigate through those multi dimensions fluidly and also consciously, right? Are you conscious of where you're actually shifting through lower octaves of yourself, right? That may be based off of survival as well. So you talk about, okay, this could be the element or aspect with distinct life form or archetype or expression or manifestation of yourself that is composed up with multiverse from the draconian or reptilian star system. And that's where you're activating the amygdala within the brain, right? The fight or flight response, where you could contract your life force or find yourself even not wanting to take action towards something. I'm hearing, or even wanting to take action, right, where you're doing something in order to be able to avoid some kind of feeling that could be uncomfortable for the human to sit with. And that was another message as well that was coming through. Let me find it. This is from yesterday from Abu Simbel. I was talking about how it's not what you're surrounded with, but it's actually what you're connected to. So no matter the chaos that's going on within you, you're always able to retreat to the highest octave of yourself, which is this inner still sanctuary, right? And focus on this. I'm hearing intercommunication or connection that you have to this aspect of self. And then another energy that came through was, let me see if I can find it real quick. I found it yesterday and I'm oh yeah, it was like realizing what it is that the human needs most in that moment. And I was basically seeing it as there were these flies that entered into the coach, and I think about this quite a lot actually. It's like, you know how flies enter into a plane or they enter into a coach and then they just dropped off at some kind of vast distance that wouldn't have been traveled like otherwise. That was a message that was coming through, and that's how I was seeing like the human's journey on Earth being, the realms in which you get to access and the experiences in which you get to kind of experience and also participate in can be so vast, where you can travel certain distances. I'm hearing, again, certain things allow you to quantum leap when you're able to nurture the human's journey. And I'm seeing it as well with even the feeding. You can see there, hopefully, where it talks about the non-physical aspect of self, right, from these other domains, from the red dwarf or brown dwarf star that's actually nourishing the human or the child, right? And the child is the triad. It talks about the third, right? Creation in the third density by being able to align your actions accordingly in the physical with your non-physical intentions. But yeah, this is Philae, guys.
And then you have the Hathor again, which talks about a light immersion, a more powerful and sacred aligned you that's emerging during this time. But yeah, I was seeing it as you kind of hitching a ride, if that makes sense, where again you're being carried forth like vast distances, and it's realizing again what the human actually needs most in that moment and being able to communicate very consciously through these different domains or densities as well. Yeah, actually, a little background on this temple is this was not the original location. It was actually somewhere else, but it was a lot of it actually is flooded underneath the Nile somewhere. But I know they moved it. They like relocated it. So there could be something about you being relocated in ways that seem impossible, right? Seem impossible. I'm hearing, but you're about to be shown away when all appears to be impossible. To the human, right? But again, there is an octave of yourself existing at a high level of understanding and awareness that's able to actually see the full landscape of time and gently guide you towards your chosen destination. But yeah, essentially that illusion of separation between you and your true self leads to a reunification and a full integration. And to integrate is to become healed with that non-physical aspect. And I'm hearing intentions, which is to become whole. Yeah, and I'm seeing you being able to move through this existence, being whole in that knowing. Oh, she has kids. That's the fast kitten I've seen. And again, like the cats are feeding, right? They're being fed, which talks about nourishing and caring and tending to you. I'm hearing even like tending to the vessel and the human in the ways that it needs, right? In the ways that it requires in order to function optimally in this realm. Especially, I'm hearing like releasing what it is that has accumulated. But yeah, it's definitely a strong energy in regards to no matter how harsh the environment externally within this realm may appear, on the surface, you always have a spring oasis within you. And with the heart energy, it talks about how this is in the subterranean depths of your own heart. the third eye, you're able to attune to a different layer of this reality. You're able to attune to higher bandwidths of frequency light with your primary antenna, right? Your multi-sensory perception system, to be able to sense and perceive what is going on beyond the third density, essentially. And it's like you're able to, I'm hearing, pierce through or lift the veil and see what's happening when it comes to cosmic forces that are assisting and guiding you. I'm hearing through safe passages as well. We even have like a little hole or crit here. But this is what I'm seeing. It's like a crypt or a safe passage becomes readily available for you. It's like a celestial invitation from other octaves of yourself existing within you. I'm hearing that are trying to get your attention, okay? So it's almost like you're being spoken to by these cosmic forces, but it's the human paying attention. That's also another energy. It's the human paying attention. That is a beautiful energy of 𝓘𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓚 there. Stunning. But yeah, this is you unveiling that invisible blueprint of energy, essentially, in this interconnected system in which you're existing in, which is super beautiful. You can lift the veil and see what's going on in these other realms. And again, those higher realms are just higher bandwidths of frequency light as well that you can attune into. And the lower realms, lower bandwidths of frequency light that are oscillating at a slower vibrational rate. And this could be aspects of yourself, I'm hearing, that are quite slow or rigid. That's what happens when you become too rigid within this experience, where you're not able to move fluidly through this experience. This is what happens when the human gets detached, especially to these self-created cycles of suffering as well. But it's through you being detached that you are able to actually elevate. Especially consciously into higher frameworks of thinking, where you can then actually have that become your biggest filter of perception when perceiving this reality. اولا ممنوع اي حد يدخل هنا غير الكاهن الاكبر والملك والبعض الكهنه المخصص ليهم بحمل العرش، مش العرش اللي هي المركب المقدسه عشان الكاهن لما يدخل كان يدخل لما يرجع ما بيلفش كان ده يعتبر بيت الاله بالنسبه مقدس بدرجه عاليه. So with that being said, we are actually going to pull a card around you and see what the energy is surrounding you during this time, an energy in which you're embodying. Let's see. Of course, we have the Egyptian deck for this one, which is just stunning. And I said if given the opportunity, then I would use it here, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. There we go. Okay, so the message around you right now is the Seven of Coins. So Seven of Coins is an interesting card, especially with the Page of Coins there at the base, because it basically talks about how you're making decisions right now for the soul's journey that may not necessarily be instantly gratifying. That's what it talks about. However,
this is about somebody planting a seed and continuing to nurture and care and tend to that. And they're building towards their legacy, or they're focusing on, the mark that they want to leave on the world, or even how it is that they want to remember their experience. And I'm hearing even the intentions that are being infused into that seed to watch it blossom and grow and sprout into something, unimaginable. And even with the Seven of Coins as well, sometimes this is somebody planting a seed of a tree that they'll never get to sit under the shade of in this lifetime. But what I'm seeing is that this is a seed that had been long seeded within you when you were seeded onto this planet, is almost what I'm seeing it as. And you get to see how your timeless consciousness, or etherically, you get to grow and expand in ways that can only be achieved through an accumulation of experiences through many lifetimes on Earth. That's another energy that's coming through as well. So that's what I'm seeing around you. This is something that you've accumulated and something that you continue to grow, because I'm seeing one spot where somebody grows and nurtures the seed and they come back to the same spot every lifetime, and maybe not in that life was the one that they got to sit under the shade of that tree, but in one lifetime you will be able to, and for many more. So this could be a decision that you're making for not just yourself, but also for those who come after you. And also I'm seeing it as, for those who have come before you, you get to nurture and care and tend for the seed and leave a mark in the historical timeline for all of those who had neglected the seed within. Maybe it's like this eternal light of some kind, but you get to care and nurture and tend and show up for yourself in a way that has not been done before, and I'm definitely seeing it strongly as ancestrally in some way, and you will reap what it is that you have sown in this lifetime. And I'm seeing also the Nine of Cups right now, which basically talks about harvestation date. So this is definitely going to lead to a sweet reward, or something that you're harvesting as far as spiritual etheric growth goes. But I'm seeing it also as there's a lot of etheric growth, it does lead to more growth in the physical. Like, you will see this manifest and bleed into your experience in very physical ways, again through these different dimensions, octaves, and densities as well. That's another energy as well coming through for it. Yeah, I think we will do one more. Trying to decide if we'll to go at another spot or not. I think not. Let's do one more as well, the Seven of Coins. And again, also with the Page of Coins there as well at the base, it basically talks about him starting back from scratch. And before he could even plant this seed as well, he had to go through a process of kind of weeding out certain belief systems that would have being completely just incongruent or incompatible. And I'm also seeing as kind of a contradiction to whatever it is that he was growing. So it's like, you can't just say one thing and then do another with your actions, because then there's an inconsistency. And this is about bridging, and I'm hearing being given opportunity, like the human is actually being given an opportunity to bridge the gap between their intentions and their actions as well. Let's move to another spot and then we'll do one more card pull. Let's see. Where should we go? Where should we go? It's a beautiful spot though. Stunning. Let me show you more around. We venture off into the second spot. Screw it, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm just gonna stay here. Let's see. Again, it's like you're always coming back to where you were, but I'm hearing from a different level of awareness or from a different perspective. Okay. Right, let's put one more message for the Seven of Coins. Okay. Ooh. Don't play with me. You have the Fool card. Okay. So the Fool card basically talks about taking a leap of faith, and it's a journey. I'm hearing that definitely requires an act of courage, right? But you get to see your life expand and unlock the human's full potential in very incredible ways. And I was hearing incremental ways as well. So there could be certain phases or stages that you've had to go through. I'm hearing really when it comes to you just being carefree. And this could be about caring in regards to how other people are going to see you, especially from an old paradigm, because the Fool card basically is a Uranus energy where it talks about any destabilization that happens when it comes to the human's journey. You can actually utilize that as a catalyst for your biggest transformation, where you could be actually being perceived as somebody that's either doing something out of the blue, could also be doing something that's kind of unpredictable, where it's forcing those around you to look at you from a new perspective. And also, I'm hearing like your point of reference is also being completely elevated, and I'm seeing it in a way where there is no point of reference, like there is no comparison. There is just I'm hearing like noble act as well that you're making, where it seems like you're making some irreversible decisions and choices for the soul's path as well. So yeah, the Fool card, this could be about a leap of faith, maybe on a creative hobby. It could be even like an entrepreneurship of some kind, but it is somebody taking a leap of faith that they're making in order to be able to forge a new path. And I'm also seeing forge a new paradigm. So yeah, it's like you've closed out a huge cycle that happens again after the World card. So huge karmic completions there. Saturn is like you embarking on this long journey, and I'm hearing you're venturing into a new quest. Okay, not just of self-discovery within yourself, but also a new reality that you also get to witness reconfiguring in front of your eyes to correspond with this internal shift that has happened. So yeah, shift is definitely like a huge keyword there as well. Yes, I'm seeing you as utilizing any contrast to just further accelerate along your path very rapidly, to the point in which you're now becoming unrecognizable, okay, or the way that you do something, because there's this new energy that's being infused. I'm not just seeing into your working projects or things that you do, or things that you create in this realm, but I'm seeing you literally stop being a passive observer of your reality and step into becoming a sovereign creator. And it's in you doing that where it feels like you're stepping into a whole nother level of this gameplay experience as well. Honestly, that's definitely what it feels like. Let's get one more card. Okay, so we're on a good run. We have the Seven of Coins. We also have the Fool energy as well, the Fool card. And let's get one more. Okay, we have two. And it's the same one that you put in that we've got out again. So one of them we have is the Fool card again with the Six of Cups. So this is literally telling a story in regards to you taking a leap of faith into a new chapter in your life. And it's funny because the Six of Cups energy actually represents Sun in Scorpio, which is beautiful. Let me show you. This is like a Sun in Scorpio energy. And it basically talks about how the sun is something that illuminates your path, especially when it comes to your purpose. The sun also represents just life force and vitality and something being presented to you as well. I'm also seeing it as an opportunity, and it brings light to things that have been hidden. Okay, the sun, it's the interface of where the soul meets the physical vessel, and you become more enriched by that experience as well. That's another energy too. So yeah, with the Six of Cups, Sun and Scorpio energy, it basically talks about the interface of where your psyche meets the physical vessel, and your non-physical aspect meets the physical as well. And something's being illuminated there when it comes to the new chapter. But also, Six of Cups is also about closing out a chapter and turning over a new leaf. So it does feel like there's a new you that's emerging as well. And I feel like that showed up in the astral realm where something new is springing forth during this time. And it's not just opportunities or circumstances, but it's where you're actually, I'm hearing, giving yourself the opportunity as well to show up for yourself in ways that you haven't done before or ways that had been previously neglected. Kind of want to see what's down there real quick. I want to go to the gateway. But it's like you're opening up this new gateway within yourself into another realm.
It's absolutely stunning. But yeah, essentially that illusion of separation between you and your true self leads to a reunification and a full integration. And to integrate is to become healed with that non-physical aspect. And I'm hearing intentions, which is to become whole. Yeah, and I'm seeing you being able to move through this existence, being whole in that knowing. That's the fast kitten I'm seeing. And again, like, the cats are feeding, right? They're being fed, which talks about nourishing and caring and tending to. I'm hearing even like tending to the vessel and the human in the ways that it needs, right? In the ways that it requires in order to function optimally in this realm. Especially I'm hearing like releasing what it is that has accumulated. Kitty. Oh. Kitty.
We're gonna take a picture here, then we'll hit the boat because we have like 3 hours driving.
Oh. Hello, Mira. Hello, Mira. Oh, I love when the kitties. Oh, she's so. I wasn't sure because she's missing an eye. She's missing an eye, so I was like, oh, that's so sweet of you. You say hello to everybody. That is so sweet of you. You are so sweet. Hello. Hello, Mina, Mina. Hello. See, now another one's got me. I wasn't sure she was going to be so friendly. Hello, Mina. Hello, Mina. Yeah, I wasn't sure she was gonna actually be so affectionate because she's lost an eye. So I didn't want to scare her. I didn't want to scare her. But and she likes you guys too, look. Oh, that's so kind of you. That is so kind of you. She's like completely loving. Look at her, guys. She loves you. She loves you as well. She does. She does. Oh. Oh, she's so cute. Oh. Yes, you are. Yes, you are so cute. She's so sweet and affectionate, aren't you? Can I take you home? Can I take you home? Oh, hello. Oh, you wanna... Okay. Okay.
is a divine feminine energy, and again, the white represents the highest possible octave that can actually assist you as well. Yes, it is the highest possible octave of yourself. Right? It represents like the white and the dark horse or aspects. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Next today, I'm gonna head to the Isis temple, which is actually not that far. Right, we are gonna pull one message for you right now. This is like the sickest spot in the world right now, so I'm like, how can we go? Closing out message, 3 of Wands, super fitting, and we have the 2 of Wands here, which is a Mars in Aries energy. So, 3 of Wands and 2 of Wands basically talk about feeling aligned right now, where you're having to take action towards something that could be unfamiliar, or you're being called to walk unknown terrain. And then it's super interesting with the 3 of Wands energy, especially with this view. It's because he's looking out onto a body of water, and he's beginning to witness the becoming of something that has already came to be on a quantum level, and he's able to observe the collapsing of that through space and time and to become part of a tangible experience, but it's not tangible just yet. It usually is a decision away, it usually is a trip away, some kind of action away. But yeah, it does lead to prosperous outcomes of some kind with that 3 of Wands. And again, you literally have the whole world in your hands with the 2, but something's falling into alignment with you. That's the first message, that something is falling into alignment. But an old paradigm is dissolving, and there's a new paradigm that's unfolding. And as you continue to walk this path, the path continues to collapse in front of your eyes. You're witnessing reality reconfigure itself to correspond with the internal shift that has happened within you. Okay. So yeah, 3 of Wands, in between worlds. 4 of Cups here as well with the Judgment. You could be feeling like you're being called forth, okay, into a new experience, and also a new version of yourself, right, to actually step into it. And this usually talks about somebody that's contemplating how to readjust themselves and realign themselves, if you will, towards a trajectory that's going to be super emotionally fulfilling and also hold a lot of value. And the reason it holds a lot of value is because it's fully in alignment with the soul's highest possible intentions and expressions within this lifetime. So there's a readjustment that's going on there as well. And then you also have one more. Let's see, one more. And the Judgment could feel like you're being called forth on one path particularly. Yeah, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Coins, and then the 6 of Wands here as well. So this basically talks about a creative vision that you can have in mind during this time, and you can masterfully engage with others in order to be able to pursue this creative vision. It also shows that as you act upon your highest aspirations, you're also inspiring those around you. The Ace of Coins, this definitely could be something monetarily. It could be a new beginning when it comes to your career or finances of some kind. But you're building a steady foundation. I'm hearing that's going to be fit to sustain an empire, okay, of some kind. 3 of Cups also shows that, again, there is a lot of support that you are receiving when it comes to these endeavors, not just in the physical, but in the intangible realm. I'm hearing like cosmic invisible forces as well that are working behind the veils. And this is leading to actually physical, tangible recognition, okay, within this realm. 6 of Wands talks about public recognition that you're going to be gaining. You have the King of Coins here at the base, which basically talks about mastering the physical realm, having mastery over the physical, and it's because you've been able to master matter simply by mastering your mind and also emotional state, where there is an energy of almost being locked in, I'm hearing, when it comes to aligning your actions accordingly at all times with those desires and not being led towards tempting paths which could be familiar, and that familiarity has no more room to grow. And with the 3 of Wands energy, it definitely gives me a strong vibe around there is some kind of discomfort in what used to be your comfort zone, and the discomfort has now surpassed the comfort that was once there. So there is a new comfort where it's almost like you're being called home to yourself, no matter what is going on around you. It's like your home is where you are in whatever it is that you do. You infuse that nurturing and developing energy into whatever it is that you do. Anything that you create in this realm is an extension of yourself, and you are magic. Therefore, you create and extend that magic onto others. And it definitely gives me other people kind of intersecting with your creations as well with that Queen of Wands energy for sure. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing. It's beautiful. And just like the view. Okay, there's something around enjoying the scenery. That's going to be it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Hopefully brought you all the clarification insight that you need at this stage in your soul's journey. I'm going to love and leave you right there because I'm on to a second spot. So I will see you very, very soon. Until next time. Bye.